Showtime, and they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there.
Welcome me back to the FB videos. So I guess this is day 37, and this is not so much about STILLENCE, whereas this is more of an update. Okay, so before I took a 2-week spring break, is what I call it, I was in STILLENCE. I was in a place in my life where I was like a trapeze artist in between trapezes. Okay, I was in between places. I was floating. In the last 2 to 3 weeks, things have just progressed so quickly that I am no longer in that place I was 2 to 3 weeks ago. Some would say that's results. Yeah, results. But I'm now in a place where things are just coming together, and I will not detail it so much right now. But here's the example. So I made the line across the sand, and I remembered about 2 months ago I had a friend who came and visited me, and he asked me point blank in conversation, he said, "Jersey, why don't you ever want to go mainstream?" And I talked to him about it, but the last 2 to 3 weeks I don't even know who I really am right now, because totally I just don't recognize who I was before, and I feel like spirit is just flowing in me. I'm doing things that I never thought I would do, even the last week alone. But let me tell you, okay? Are you listening? Hey, are you listening? Let me tell you. To that query, my friend, I will go mainstream now. I think it's time. Every concept, ideas, God idea that I've had since 2000, and one of my mentors said, "Why am I playing it small?" Right? There are a lot of people, a lot of lives that need the thing that I bring forth to the world, the thing that I was created on this planet, actually not a planet, on this world. Why am I playing it small? So the time is now. It's go time for me. No more playing it small. Okay, I am here to serve 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, even 1,000,000 people. In the next 2017 to 2020, I will blow up this entire world. I'm looking at you. I will blow up this entire world. One, because I need to be an example to you. Because some of you are so lazy. Some of you talk to me like you got all these dreams and you got all these plans, and I haven't seen you do nothing. My goodness. I've known you for 3 years, 4, 5, 7. This is not just people here on Facebook. These are people, my friends. I haven't seen them doing anything in life. And then they complain about silly things, because your dreams are given to you for a purpose. And I'm just trying to say, you can hate on me. I don't really care right now. But man, what I did also, like I first went to Facebook a few days ago and deleted like 400 of my so-called friends. Now I'm in the next few days I'll be deleting everybody, friends and so-called friends and whatever, because Facebook's going to convert certain things about me, bam, into that. So it's like I'm starting from ground zero. Okay, I'm starting from ground zero, and what that means is I have drawn the line in the sand. Either you're with me or you're not with me. Okay, and what that simply means is, if you are a lazy ass, okay, if you cannot go and run and walk and soar for your dreams, I don't want to know you. Okay, get out of my life. Okay, I've noticed that a lot of people are suckling in my life because they kind of are parasites. I don't need that no more. There are other people out there in a higher dimension where I can be connected with. And so all this, the personal things about connections, relationship, it ain't gonna fly no more with me. It ain't gonna fly no more. So So what I'm trying to say is, I have been infused with such power where I'm gonna go for it. The mission, the vision, and all the elements that makes life worth living. Well, that's the game, okay? And the name of the game right now is collaboration. The name of the game now is really trying to make a difference. Sure, there are people that, okay? Now let me bullet point this to you. There are people that, you know, they call me, email me, and talk to me, tell me like, oh, man, I wish I could make a lot of money. And, you know, like, a lot of money means whatever figure. So first of all, that's like vague. And then they want to like live this like extraordinary life, and yet they're living such small lives. Better conversation of gossip. They're dealing with things that I find like so funny. Okay, they go around. Let me just give it to you this way. If you're watching TV more than 2 hours a day, 3 hours, you're not my friend. Get out of my life. Okay. If you're watching, if you can't wait to watch the next movies out there, get out. What are you doing with your life, man? You think life is all about entertainment and looking at Instagram and Facebook and reading all the books that you think that might get you the little edge. Let me tell you something. Man, if I've known you ever since I've known you, how many years it is, and you're still in the same situation, maybe you have a different partner, maybe you have a kind of like a different home area, maybe yeah, I mean, all those little things changes, but your life hasn't really changed. Man, it's time to walk away from JHC, because I am so intense in terms of this life that I've been given. And of course, the more we walk in relationship, I'm going to let you know what has happened the last 2 years. And there's no excuse. There's really no excuse. If I'm a kid, okay, that was born, that was supposed to be dead, and still am supposed to be dead by medical, what are you doing who's someone that's normal, someone that can walk and run, breathing more than I can breathe? What's your freaking excuse? I want you to tell me. What's your freaking excuse for not blowing it up in your own world? Not making a difference because you're thinking about your kids too much, you're thinking about your lover too much. Are you kidding me? Seriously, man? Come on, man. Kidding me, man. And yet there are other people who are making it happen. I'm not gonna judge if people are making it happen, because if you ain't here in life to win, if you're not here to run the race that is set before you so you can win the prize, I don't even know what you're doing taking up oxygen, okay? I'd rather you be the man or the woman that can walk into any place on this earth and suck the oxygen once you walk into the room. I want you to own the room. But here's the thing, you don't even own yourself. You can't even, you don't even have a mastery of who you are. The way that you walk into Starbucks, it's like you're, my goodness. You're like mediocre average. The way you talk to people, there's no energy about you. No wonder you play these games with like, you play the games of manipulation, you play the games of like the games people play. I'm telling you, it's enough, okay? It's enough. So, I guess I'll be doing like the series of updates, because in a few days, I'm not even sure if I can even shoot a video and bring it to you guys, but I'll do it until that happens. But update number one, I just want you to know that I made a decision. I'm a man on a mission, and I just want you to know that, man, life is just and I just want to say to you guys, okay, the one advantage that I've always had, because I don't know if I was smart enough that years ago, but somehow I had people before me who taught me the way, who showed me the way, coaches and mentors, okay? And it still puzzles me. It still puzzles me how even the people that I know, I don't want to call them friends anymore. The people that I know that says like, I can't afford a coach, I can't afford a mentor. And by the way, I'm not even speaking about you paying me. I don't care about that right now. But for you to say that you can't afford someone to help you out, you're crazy, okay? You're crazy, and you spend you spend money on your camera and your stupid iPhone and your travels, and you say you can't spend money, you can't afford a coach or a mentor? Are you kidding me? That has been my one advantage, and if for every person you talk to who's been a success, even the people who are making billions, they have mentors and coaches. And you want to look at me straight in the eye and tell me you can't afford a certain coach, a certain mentor. Well, boo-hoo, you know? Is it no wonder I don't have sympathy for you? I don't have sympathy for your troubles, because you think that paying someone who has excellent knowledge to get you out of your situation, but not just that, to bring you into a whole new promised land, you think that ain't worth it. And that's the way, well, that's the reason you are where you are right now. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Because it just fascinates me how these people, you know, they come to me with their troubles, and like, it's been years that I've given advice here or there. I haven't really, I can't spend time with people who are not willing to pay attention. Okay, they just don't have it. And then there's like, I think of one of my superstar, Midgie, last year. We met in July. I just give her advice because she was a stranger. I give her advice, and then that advice really helped her in her own life. She contacted me again, wanted to see like who I was, what Yoda am I, right? And now she's making a freaking million pesos a month. Now that's like 20K US dollars. That might seem small, and it is small, to be perfectly honest. But my goodness, see, those are the success stories that you hear about versus the stories of, like, I have a friend named Taban. Oh, Taban, man, this guy just spends cheap money, and his life is going nowhere. You know, I'm just one part, I'm sick of it. I really don't care, but I'm sick of those people. I don't want to do anything with them anymore. Okay, so what I'm about to do, okay, as I've said, 2017 to 2020, I'm going to blow up. I'm going to 10x. I'm going to hustle and grind. The purpose, the mission that I need to bring forth to this world is one, again, it's also to actually trailblaze the way for you to see that you can do it in your own life. And I know you can do it, but you need to get into this foundation of who you are. You need to get into this foundation of what life is, and stop the silly games of being manipulated, because there's a lot of money being made because you don't know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you see commercials about slimming and you want to be more sexy because you don't know who you are. So you spend money on silly things like that, which eventually you don't become thinner, you don't become slimmer, because you don't understand who you are. If you don't understand who you are, you play all these games, buying all these things about like making money online, push button, and it does not work, right? Because you don't know who you are. You try to get the latest trends, fads, because you don't know who you are. There's a lot of money being made because of your ignorance of who you are. Okay, that includes people. It's if you study deep dark marketing, you're gonna see it touches your self-esteem. It touches your ego-driven, your fear-based, for you to like actually purchase even a car. I mean, what country are you living in because you think that's a country to be in? Yeah, but yet I'm not gonna do that right now. Anyway, so that's update number 1. I might come to you with updates 2, 3, 4, 5, as long as before Facebook shuts me down in this thing. Okay, and don't worry, and they're not shutting me down because of anything, but I got to partner with people making things happen, okay? And that includes Facebook. So I just want to say that I'm on fire.